G'day and welcome to Riggsy's Kitchen, our summer series. We have a very special guest today, all the way from Australia, Mr. Christian Ashley, known as the New South Wales Shiv up north fitter. So come on in, mate.
Thank you, Riggsy. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah. Cheers.
Pleasure to be on your network.
Oh, it's great to have you here.
Yes.
So what will we be cooking today, mate?
We're going to keep it nice and easy and simple. Do some Aussie burgers.
Ooh.
The Finns probably could do a nice burger themselves, but I like to think the Aussies do a real good burger.
I miss Aussie burgers.
Yeah, I mean you can do it with a lot, but I don't like putting pineapple on my burger personally. Yeah. Otherwise, it's not real. It's more of a Hawaiian sort of with a lot, but. Yes, so that's what we're doing today.
Awesome. So yeah, talk us through what have we got here?
All right, well, we've got everything's all fresh, which is good.
Yeah.
As we discussed at the shops, percentage of fat, pretty important. We don't want it to be super fatty and it's cooking in fat, but these little bad boys are at 17%.
Nice.
That one's at 10 and the other one's at 17, just to mix it up.
Good mix.
We've also got some bacon. Can't have a burger without bacon. Naughty Burger Edition cheese. Haven't tried it.
Yeah, it's a local favourite.
Perfect. A couple of eggs for the burger and also one to bind the mince with, which is good. Fresh local tomatoes. Gotta love local produce. An Aussie classic too, beetroot, but this is called, can't pronounce that. And some buns. So.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, so that's us, and obviously some fresh lettuce and some onion we'll put a little bit of onion in the mince as well, really finely diced, and then fry up some onion as well and put it on the burger.
Awesome. Well, we'll come back later and we'll put it all together.
Get it together. Nice. Okay, welcome back. Riggsy's nicely prepared the mince, just put it in there, cut it out, we're ready to roll. We've diced up a small onion very finely for the patties. I know we'll probably have an onion on them, but it's just nice texture through it. So I'll add that to the mixture. We're lucky enough to have a bit of thyme, the herb, not just thyme, as in time management.
Beautiful.
Like that.
Yeah, like that.
Just made it up. A little bit of peri-peri, which is a little bit of a spice blend you've got up here.
Yeah, slightly older. Portage chicken, it's good for that.
Love the Portage. And of course a little bit of white pepper, not too much, but just enough to give a bit of flavour through. Riggsy, if you do the honours, we're going to put a whole egg in as well, just to bind the patties. And on top of that, maybe just a generous sprinkle of breadcrumbs. That will also bind together, because otherwise you're cooking your patty.
Yes.
No good. Also, just for extra flavour for the patty, we've got some beef stock here, just a couple of cubes. So we'll mix that bad boy through as well.
Very nice.
Bit extra flavour. Because I think it's important your patty's flavourful.
Yeah, that's the most important part of the burger.
Exactly. So we'll add another one of those in. And if you'd like to do the honours, Riggs, and smash that together.
Right. Just like the old days, making rissoles. Hamburger patties.
What do you call those, love?
Jeez.
Rissoles.
Seasoning. That's what's in it.
Yes.
Right, so I'm just going to get this all through as talk me through it, mate.
And they're looking good because, it looks nice and firm. You don't want your patties to be too moist or wet because they won't cook either. They'll just tend to, basically they just explode a bit, don't they, in the pan?
Yeah.
That's not good. Or even when you've got the burger together and you compress it to try and eat it, the patty just go every which way. Not cool.
Yeah, digging deep here. Yeah. Get the good mix going.
Get the muscles into it.
Yeah.
Good wrist movement.
Yeah. Lucky there's something at the end there to keep it on.
Exactly. It's all about the flavour.
Right, so I think we're nearly there.
That's looking good.
Yeah. All right.
It's nice and firm too, it's not too wet.
Yeah.
So now we'll probably just let that sit for maybe put in the fridge for about half hour.
Yeah, alright.
Let the flavours get into it and come back and then probably put them on the pan and get it going.
Yeah, let's get it on.
Let's get it on. Good times. Well, we're getting the patties ready. We're starting to get them into a bit of a shape. I mean, it's totally up to yourself what size patty you want. It doesn't I like sort of, as you can see, like that, decent size, depending on how old your kids are or how hungry your mates are, whatever it is. Coat them in a little bit of flour. Another thing I like to do too is to just put a little dimple in the center of the patty. That way when the meat shrinks, the patty stays in a good shape pretty much. So I've just been getting, maybe for all our American watchers out there, because I know that plenty of people are going to subscribe on YouTube after they see this fantastic video. It's a little bit smaller than a baseball, but once again it's totally up to yourself. Make sure you squeeze it firmly together so the patty doesn't have any cracks, breaks. Another thing too, also you could probably take into consideration is the size of your buns. If you've got a big hamburger bun, obviously make the patty bigger. If it's smaller, so on. So just coat these in a bit more flour, get them ready to go, a little dimple in the middle, and we'll see how they turn out when we start cooking. Well, Riggsy, we've got our patties ready here. Hope the viewers at home can see that. Look at that. Yep, the little indents. Now we've got our little griddle pan on here, on about 8. It's up to yourselves, and obviously your own stove top, cooktop, whatever you want to call it. So we'll get some of these bad boys cooking. Oh, yeah, nice. Now, typically you don't want to turn them. You just want to leave them.
Right.
Leave them be.
Yeah.
Leave them be.
Sweet.
Hopefully these little bad boys, when they're done, they're going to be what we call outstanding. So we'll probably give them maybe 5, 6, 8 minutes each side, depending on the heat, whatever.
Absolutely.
We'll check them, have a look underneath, they're nice and brown. If I ever see a few juices coming through, that's when we'll flip them over and we'll see where we're done. So we'll have a look in a minute. Beautiful.
Nice.
That smells delicious. Oh, that's really delicious.
Yeah, perfect. For the people at home that don't have smell-o-vision, you need it. It's fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. Oh. The juices have started coming out the top of the burgers. Time to flip. Oh, they look fantastic. Hopefully they taste good, but only time will tell. Oh, great bit of charcoal on them as well, without burning them. And as you can probably see, the patties have stayed well informed. Outstanding. Come back when they're ready. Alright, well I think our patties are done, mate. So what I'll do, take them off the heat a bit and let them rest. That way they hold together a bit better and they're definitely cooked all the way through. And it makes for a tender burger as well. That way when you cut into it, the blood doesn't go anywhere, because that's not cool.
Yeah.
So
looking good.
we'll put these aside and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay, Rizzy, so our buns have just come out bang on perfect.
Oh, absolutely.
As you'd expect, nothing less. Now, one other key ingredient that we can't forget about for our Finnish friends, and then for our Australian friends, fresh Finnish butter. Probably one of the greatest butters I've ever tasted in the world.
Yeah.
Just something about it. It's creamy, it's fresh, it's light. Forget about margarine, don't use it. It's not good for you.
Beautiful with garlic prawns.
Ooh, solid. You had me at garlic. Delicious. So just give this a bit of a light butter. You don't have to go to once again, totally up to yourself. If you like a lot of butter, put a lot of butter on. It's like the old Vegemite. I love a lot of Vegemite.
Yeah, everyone's different.
Exactly. Okay, now we'll start to build this beast. Alright, what I like to do first is put a nice egg down the bottom.
Oh, nice fried egg, love them. Oh,
Excuse the fingers.
Jesus. Oh, nice crispy base there. Awesome.
Stop it. Then we'll throw the patty on next.
Bingo.
This is going to be a big burger. Okay, a couple of slices of beautiful crisp bacon.
Oh, I smell it from here.
Look at that. Okay, we'll throw a couple of caramelised onions. So all we basically did was fry the onions off, threw a bit of balsamic vinegar and some sugar to get that nice caramelised taste.
Yeah, like that. That's a
Bit of sweetness, bit of tartness, or whatever you like to call it. Okay.
Oh,
Slicing this beautiful cheese. What sort of cheese is this, Riggsy?
Yeah, this is a great little, another Finnish specialty, this old naughty burger cheese. Awesome cheddar taste, those coon freaks out there, you're at home.
Sounds good too, because it's
Yeah.
naughty. Alright, we'll throw a bit of tomato on. Once again, purely up to yourselves. And another good old Aussie favourite, the beetroot. This
Jesus.
burger's getting big.
Yeah. Whole steak sandwiches brings back childhood memories there.
Doesn't it?
Beetroot and onions. Burgers are better.
Oh. And we'll throw a bit of beautiful another fresh produce too from Finland, like everyone, but just make sure you use fresh goods, not frozen, blah blah blah. Get that on there. Boom. Now of course we've got sauces, but for viewers at home we're not going to bother putting any sauce on. Barbecue, tomato, mayonnaise, whatever you want to do, but boom. There's our Aussie burgers. Get into it.
Thanks, mate.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me, Riggsy.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right.